Hello, recording.
Hello.
Hello, recording.
All righty, it's been a bit, so we're gonna go through a bit of a recap. I know we do that always, anyways, but we're gonna do a bit of one. When we last left off, the group had attempted to explore the Necron Pyramid beneath the city. They got one room in, and somebody decided that the best course of action was to poke and prod at the teleporting nightmare monster until he cut two of your friend's limbs off.
I'm not attacked us.
He sent people after you. He did not attack you until, again, I'm not pointing fingers, someone made fun of him for 3 turns in a row.
Oh man, if only we, in our last fight with him, he hadn't gone, wow, you guys really are gonna fight me? Oh my god. I mean, I thought you guys were gonna fight me, but like, if you're not gonna fight me, I'll just go. But like, I really thought you were gonna fight me, and you're like, fuck, okay, I guess the next time this guy shows up, we should fight him. And now he's like, why are you fighting me? It's so disgusting, I hate you.
Humans always want to fight. Ugh, so.
Anyways, the group got emergency extracted by a Grey Knight strike force who took your place inside the Necron Pyramid. So that problem is sorting itself out, hopefully.
One way or the other.
One way or the other. The Cog Boys have been secreted away for
gross.
Secreted away.
Sorry. Thank you.
There's like a massive difference between what you said and what you said.
Just oozed away.
I mean, considering the amount of damage they took, they are both technically correct. Anyways, have been secreted away by the cult Mechanicus to the depths of the city for a couple days of augmentation and further re-education.
Yay!
Yay! That didn't come through.
Big ol' slap on the wrist for the boys. Well, for one boy, I don't know about the other one, but
I promise I won't do it again.
Wait, no.
Whatever it was that I did.
Whatever it was that I did.
Trouble for.
Did you like the slap? Did you like the slap? Because that sounded like you liked the slap.
I would assume I'm in trouble for multiple things.
Actually, neither of you are in trouble this time. You just almost died. So it's more of a cursory, like, hey, take better care of yourself. You are expensive.
That's fair. I thought I was gonna get scolded for getting my ass handed to me yet a second time.
There's a certain amount of ass handing to you that's worked into the budget. You are getting pretty close to the limit of that, though. So
yeah, I was gonna say, it must be high.
You can only go so far until you don't have any more ass to get handed.
Exactly.
But other than the Cog Boys, who have been essentially like healed and repaired, did anyone else actually get hurt?
Yes and no.
Yeah. Ishta doesn't have a face anymore. For one.
Well, I just want to know who I have to go through the stupid healing steps with.
I got 13 wounds on me.
Let me open up my character sheet here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty injured.
Ishta, are you counting up or down?
I'm counting up.
Whatever is the one that has the least amount remaining.
Rennick, are you counting up or down on your wounds? Did you take 9 damage or did you take 4 damage?
I took 9 damage.
Okay,
so you're counting up as well.
Alright,
So you're both heavily wounded.
Atella?
I apparently don't have any damage on me. I got a little corrupted, I think.
Okay.
Yarrick, are you hurt at all?
Yarrick
is also
hurt.
Okay.
So heavy wounds heal at this rate. If you go to a doctor, each day you receive dedicated medical attention. You heal your toughness. You heal your toughness worth of heavy wounds. I believe. So Yarrick, you are going to be down. If you go to a doctor, Yarrick, you are going to be. It's going to take you 3 days to fully heal. Rennick, you're 3 days as well. Ishta, it'll take you about a week to fully heal. Also, each day you are at the doctor's is going to cost about 15 gelt.
So that is
So
gelt for me
and Rennick, if you go to the doctor's, again, this is if you go to the doctor's, you could try to tough it out, in which case you heal 1 hit point per day. No, you're heavily wounded. You don't heal any hit points per day if you're heavily wounded.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go with the fucking doctor.
Does
I'm full health.
the governor not come with a fucking health plan?
Oh, right. Rennick, you have your own personal doctor. It doesn't cost money for you.
Can we go to Rennick's doctor?
Gotta ask Rennick that.
Does Rennick tell the group that you have a doctor?
Yeah. No, bring me my doctor, and my doctor will doctor all of us back here.
Okay. So Ishta, it costs nothing. Then Yara can go ahead and add your. Unless you want to pay for a different doctor, Yarrick, for like personal privacy reasons, you don't have to pay.
I don't think Yarrick has much concept of the like Hippocratic oath of doctor-patient confidentiality.
Well, those also don't exist.
Yeah, so what the fuck does it matter?
Okay. So we'll say the first week is spent recuperating, because that's how long it's going to take for Ishta. So your second week comes around. You've all been discharged from your various hospitals / mechanics. We are entering a period of downtime for this first week. If anybody wants to craft anything, purchase anything, talk to any of their contacts, now is the time.
Is this time for training?
It could be.
Attella didn't get hurt, so she's gonna do some training.
Oh, right. Attella, you have the first week if you want to do things then too.
Yay. I'm going to try and learn to shoot better.
All right. Are you seeking out someone who could help you do that at like one of the PDF bases, or are you training on your own?
Would it improve my chances if I sought out a expert?
It would, but it might cost money.
I don't have a lot of money. I have some money. How much money would it cost?
If you pay 100 gelt, I'll give you plus 10 to the roll. Per 100 you spend.
Okay, well, I have 140, so I guess I'll put 100 into it.
All right.
And try and find a ballistic skill trainer.
Yeah. Your new
Your
home's
new home's in the upper
spires,
spires,
so you stop
by the upper spires
barracks.
The
official person who runs
the classes is like a middling marksman. He's willing to show you a few tips and tricks for 100 gelt.
If he's a middling marksman and my ballistic skill is 46, is he any better than I am?
He is
4 points better than you.
Okay. Maybe we can make up the difference. Alright.
So go ahead and roll ballistic skill plus 10.
Okay. Yay.
Alright. With one degree of success, roll a D5.
Motherfucker.
With aid from a teacher, re-roll the D5, and if it's higher, take that.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Finally, I am above a 50.
You are officially literally as accurate as a space marine.
Oh. I'm also 1 point better than my teacher now.
Yeah, which means you can't go back to him.
Oh.
Which means the student has become the master and turn him into
I did
I
not
need to
realize
kill
how
him.
good Ishta was with the guns then.
Yeah.
How good is Ishta?
Ishta's a 41.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. At a 41, you're
slightly better than a
guardsman. Like a dedicated professional soldier.
That amuses me.
I can't stress this enough. The average person in this universe has 25s across the board and 0 skills. Maybe one skill.
So,
Like, y'all are like low-key kind of heroes when it comes to your ability to function.
Okay, when it comes to our ability to function, I was going to say, we haven't done anything particularly heroic. I object to this.
You killed a demon host. That's genuinely a good thing. A demon host is essentially an apocalypse.
Balanced out by now having a demon host as one of us.
Also, I feel like that demon host, if we'd left it any longer, would have just been dealt with by someone bigger, more competent, with more lasery guns.
yeah, but we did it, so that makes us heroes.
Okay.
Alright. Second week. Atella, the person you paid money to can't train you anymore, and he's not going to give you a refund.
Wait, I paid him for the 2 weeks?
Well, I assumed you were just paying him for like an until you're better than him basis.
Oh.
But he can't train you anymore. So
Well, thank you for the help.
Why did the refund come into it?
But service is not rendered.
I mean, he got me 5 points up from where I was, so I guess mission accomplished. Can I go to someone else to get better at my weapon skill?
You don't have another 100 gelt.
I mean, can I just get like... Can I train my ballistic or weapon skill anyway?
You can do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna get that reroll of the D5. Well, you're not gonna get the reroll of whatever amount you earn.
Right.
But you're welcome to try.
That's fine. I'll just roll really well the first time.
Okay.
So, weapon skill.
Ballistic skill. Unless you're training weapon skill.
Weapon skill. I'm alternating.
Okay.
So no modifier. I hurt myself.
With 5 degrees of failure, you show up to the upper spires PDF barracks to do some light katas with your fucking force hammer. And you're unbalanced by it because it's a weapon built for a space marine, and you're a normal human being mostly. You are unbalanced to the point that one point you fall over, and to the embarrassment of everyone around you, the local combat instructor, the local melee combat instructor, just immediately takes you under their wing.
Oh.
After berating you for like 45 straight minutes.
Why?
You are not worthy to be on the mats.
Damn. That's a little much, don't you think? You're supposed to be a teacher. Shouldn't you be...
Well, this is the Catholic guilt universe. I'm surprised you're not being whipped.
I'm surprised you're not.
That's why I didn't become a mechanic, because that's what they do.
They do that with electric whips that flay the skin off of you.
You don't need that where you're going.
You don't need that where you're going. Yeah, no. So for your second week, you are berated senselessly, and gain a teacher.
Oh, okay.
Who has the thing they would like to do?
I would also like to train my ballistic skill, because mine's only 31, so I can train my ballistic skill.
All right. Are you doing solo training, or are you also going to be purchasing the help of an instructor?
I mean, given that Yarrick spent 3 days recuperating, and then had another 4, I'm assuming at some point, like, saw that Atella was going to gun school and was like, hey, where is gun school? And we'll just go to that guy. So yeah, I'll pay fucking 100 gelt for it, sure.
Okay. Well, again, the more gelt you pay, the better the instructor is. So if you have more gelt, you can pay more than 100.
But does the better instructor make my score go up higher, or does it just give me a higher chance of success?
It gives you a higher chance of success, and the teacher will be able to train you higher. Atella paid 100 and got someone who could get her up to 50. If you paid 400, you would get someone who could potentially get you up to like 65.
I mean, mine
in one go.
Not in one go.
That's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So wouldn't I have to keep paying 400, or is it just?
It's a one-time fee.
Okay, then fuck it. I'm not spending my money on literally anything else. I'll pay 400 gil.
Awesome. Yarrick, you follow Atella to the Upper Spires PDF barracks. When you inquire for a teacher of that skill, you are actually very quietly redirected to a section of the city you've never been in before. We're gonna put this. We'll put this in the middle cities. The middle cities isn't very well populated yet. This is. You are sent to a hidden building in an abandoned district in the middle cities, which when you get there, you realize is an Assassinorum conclave. It is a hab block that has been retrofitted into a training center for people specifically of your profession.
Did Atella get to go to this?
No.
You didn't pay enough money.
I mean, did I get to follow you when you went over?
I'm assuming we were fucking walking behind you, and then suddenly there was like a
Oh.
And then we turned around, we were just gone.
They scooped you up while I wasn't looking.
And they were like, "My darling little assassin baby, would you like to come to assassin school?" And Yart was like, "I've never assassinated anyone in my life." And they're like, "What the fuck have they done to you?"
what have you been doing this whole time? Go ahead and roll ballistic skill. You paid 400, so go ahead and roll ballistic skill with plus 40. Because you are being tutored by an expert marksman.
3.1.
3.1. Please roll me 1d5 plus 2.
6.
Your ballistic skill goes up by 6 points. No.
Yay.
Hold on. Roll it again, and if it's higher, take that. That's what the tutor's for, anyways.
Probably not, but yeah.
Alright, so it goes up by 6.
Yay, now it's at 37. Yippee. Ooh.
Ishta, anything on the agenda?
I'm going to grow my cult. I mean, my flock.
Grow your face back.
Let's
No. She's leaving the face.
Oh. Did you put a mask on it or anything?
No,
look at chat. That's what she looks like.
Oh.
I think Isha should have put a Phantom of the Opera mask on, but that's just me.
Oh. You got all...
Maybe she has like a simple mask on, and then in the middle of the sermon, she flings it off for like emphasis to show the true like sacrifice needed for the Emperor.
So like a shock and awe thing.
Come on.
Real fire and brimstone.
You can't go around wearing a mask. That's clearly Yarik's thing.
No. It's just for the sermon. She doesn't normally.
It's for the bit.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me like a charm roll or an ecclesiarch lore roll. Whichever you feel better suits the style of the sermon.
Probably charm, because she's going big into the theatrics more than the
All right.
lore. Any modifiers with the new face? And the flinging off of the mask for emphasis?
You know what? I like it. I do. And since the sermon is about the sacrifice needed for the religion, and that does play like a heavy factor in the imperial cult, I'll give you a 15 for that.
Thank you.
I need you to make a dodge test.
Damn.
Dodge! Ah! Bad at those.
Someone's throwing shit at you. You're too good at it.
Any bonus?
No.
Kennedy assassination.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh no.
7 degrees of failure. Ishta, in the middle of your sermon, as you are stoking the flames of sacrifice in this crowd which has swarmed beyond your wildest dreams at this point. This is not like a group of people. You have at this point commandeered an entire sector almost of this hive city. There are people who absolutely cannot hear you. They are so far away, but are still stopping to stare at you enamored. In the middle of this sermon, a laser dot plays across your chest, and one of your faithful sees it, attempts to step up onto the makeshift stage, and catches a hot-shot las round to the back of the head, splattering you in viscera as the crowd scatters with screams of sniper. Please make a whatever perception's called in this game.
Do I have any bonus from... I'm going to eke all these out. Like, from trajectory, did I see anything? Did I see the muzzle flash? I don't know.
you were very into the sermon yourself. Like you were not looking, and also you are kind of blind at this point.
A little bit, yeah. I only have one good eye, and it's been burned. No, I didn't see.
With one degree of failure, you don't see where the shot could have come from. But out of the corner of your eye, like you're looking in the direction where the shot came from. So kind of the opposite side of the street where the shot came from, out of the corner of the eye, you do see purple robes.
I will stop and say a prayer of heroic sacrifice of this young person who fully led into the sermon and sacrificed themselves. I will be using them in my next sermon, so they're going to get a prayer, and then I'm going to follow Purple. I'm going to see if I can follow Purple Robes.
Oh, they're not leaving.
Oh,
like the whole crowd is scattering, and in the middle of this sea of bodies, like sprinting away, is just a lone figure standing easily a head like a head and a half above the crowd in these deep purple robes, face obscured, just watching you.
I will approach.
They hold out a hand, mechanical, suffused with soft, kind of lavenderish light, and they say, we have to talk.
I'll take the hand.
You vanish from existence. Pulled outside of reality. Rennick, what are you doing this week?
I would like to phone the people who convinced me to take this job, please. And express some consternation at the fact that apparently I've been framed for murder.
You do get a hold of Claude Amiro Kupferblum. At this point, the connection is a little spotty. If you had to guess, Claude is no longer planetside. What seems to be the problem, Mr. Rennick?
What seems to be the problem? Hey, bud. Turns out, at our perfectly fair and legal and bona fide point where we put me in charge, we, by which I say you, my esteemed patrons, did not make sure that I would not simultaneously be framed for murder. So the whole governing thing, a little bit curtailed by the fact that everyone keeps trying to arrest me for murder, and annoyingly, not a murder I actually committed.
You hear like some typing in the distance. Yes, I see the reports here. It'll be taken care of. Focus on your end of the job. I'll make sure this goes away.
Should I put in a bit more specifics that I would like to not be framed for murder or have any active criminal charges against me, because I have worked very hard to make sure that the only person who would like to convict me of anything is currently my boss / my subordinate, depending which way we're looking at the time. We have plans. None of this was any of it.
Mr. Rennick, I'll make this go away. And then the line disconnects.
bet.
Across the city real fast. Across the city, down in this like hidden conclave, Yarick, a computer, a cogitator in the conclave, spools up and prints out a little ticket. On that ticket is written your name, your Assassinorum ID, and then the name of a government official currently working in Ultantix City in the Adeptus Arbites, who is supposed to die this week.
Yay. I get to kill somebody. I have skills for that, you guys.
You take the then I assume you take the ticket.
It has my name on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The tickets, the details are sparse. Like I said, it's just your name, your ID, his name, and a deadline. He has to die within 7 calendar days of you taking this ticket, and if you kill him within those 7 days, you are promised a reward. It doesn't say what the reward is, just that there will be one.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Yeah, no. Rennick, the line goes dead. And then Tally. Was it Tally or Tilly?
It was
Tally, I
Tally.
I believe it was
Yeah. I think it was Tally. Tally at that point kind of steps up to you, and she's got like her data, or they've got their data pad open, and they're like, we really need to go over these numbers. By the way, the worker incentives are not producing a high enough percentage increase. I really think we need to go over maybe instituting some kind of optional mandatory overtime, or like an overseer program.
Talk to me about an overseer program.
Well, we could select key, loyal citizens who work in the Manufactorum, who live with the other Manufactorum workers. We could elevate them to a slightly higher position, give them a slightly higher pay, another 1/4 daily ration, and give them the authority to authorize further incentives for meeting production quota, and also authorize them
positive and not where incentives are positive and not meet the quota, you little bastard, otherwise I'll start chopping your fingers off. Correct?
You watch her very obviously cross out a couple lines. Yes. The incentives will be positive. We might want to look into some kind of punishment for failing to meet quota, but we could. It doesn't have to be grievous bodily harm.
Hear me out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to make it attractive to do their job, and if they don't do their job, we're going to not give them a job anymore, and we will go out into the masses and find one of the literal countless faceless masses, people who literally line up for work, and we will get one of those, and they will be offered the rewards of work. And we will continue that way until we have a functioning working class.
Okay. I like it. What are we gonna do about the disgruntled ex-workers now that they have free time to do things like gather community, or talk to people about how they were fired, or start like rioting or worse, unionizing.
Hear me out. We're going to have programs where we work with them to figure out what they'd be good at, and then we send them to do that instead. We're gonna frame it like we're doing them a favor. And then when they go there, because they actually want to do it, they're gonna be more productive than they ever would have been doing the thing we didn't like.
Okay.
And then if they fail at that, I don't know, man. We send them to do some fucking evil shit somewhere. Like, oh, the suit's gotta be split or something. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm gonna give them a fair shake. Give them a good try.
I'm willing to try this. They're like outlining how the plan would work, like logistically on their data pad as you're talking. I'm willing to try this. I worry because I know, Mr. Rennick, that you prior to this were not a worker per se. You were some kind of, I don't want to say low life. Freelancer, yes. So most people in the city, they inherit their job from their parents.
Not any fucking more. We are now working on a many merit benefactory. We are a merit benefactory system now. If you are good at your job, you get to stay. We got some sweet fucking perks. If you're not good at your job, you're gonna go find something else to do.
I worry about moving them to this new job because a lot of these people have been they've been educated and trained how to do what they're currently doing for like their whole lives.
We're gonna retrain them.
You're gonna retrain. Who's paying for that?
How much does it cost to police them while they're on the street, potentially causing riots?
Well, I mean, the average PDF trooper is paid about I want to say 10 gelt a day, and an Arbites agent is about 25 gelt a day.
Sounds like a lot of money if we were going to have to drop people in to prevent a riot. So realistically speaking, we're talking about making a saving in the long term, right? Where we're getting people, working out what they want to do, getting them in. Maybe we don't train them out of contact. Maybe we have like an apprenticeship scheme where they have like lower pay, but they're doing the job they like, and then they can graduate up into like the full thing. Like when you go and train to like hypothetically, maybe pick a pocket or two, and then they see if you're good, and then they train you further if you are.
I think we might want to talk to your Adeptus Mechanicus friends, because that sounds almost like how the Mechanicus work.
I mean, that seems to be working with them, does it not?
Well, yes, but they don't really. They don't get paid.
They don't eat, so.
Well, I mean, some of them do. It's more like a lot of the Mechanicus do what they do either out of indoctrination or sheer love of the game, so to speak.
Yeah.
So they don't necessarily
I don't know about you. I like eating. I like surviving, right? So hypothetically, if not doing your job good means you don't get access to the sweet benefits of extra rations and whatnot, I'm gonna do my job better because I like eating.
Okay. We'll implement this.
Do like a low scale. Maybe pick one or two places. Do like a limited trial. Yeah. Don't try and change everything at the same time. It's not gonna work. Like just like a limited trial and see how it goes. And then assuming that no one assassinates me, which given that somebody framed me for murder earlier, like no promises. then we can roll out.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely try to implement this. All right. Rennick, I need you to give me a flat D100 roll with just a flat D100 roll, and you're trying to get under a 40, under a 40.
It's not under 40.
That is not under a 40.
I would like to use a fate point.
Sure.
Having a slight technical issue. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, her computer's freezing. Hold on a moment.
No problem.
The suspense. Yay.
There we go.
Woo! All right. With a degree of success, Rennick at the end of the week, according to Tally's reports, the project was implemented without a hitch in key select manufactorums. Worker productivity is up 10%. And worker satisfaction has, for the first time ever, been positive.
Rennick's going to take a really long nap.
Just as a reminder, you are expected to reach 300% increased productivity in order to fulfill the terms of your contract.
They're clearly gonna fucking kill me, so
wait, what is it at now?
10%.
Oh.
10%. We need to make another 290% increase, which is frankly not fucking possible. This is literally a devil's contract.
Oh, I mean, it is possible, just not while being nice.
Hey, listen, you were the one who chose class warfare.
Being a fascistic state is what got them to their previous levels of productivity.
No, I want to be clear here, Rennick. You're being asked to get the city's productivity up, or the planet's productivity up 300% because Vin wants that 300% increased productivity so that she can take and sell 75% of the planet's tank production to private buyers. The planet is already...
If we increase productivity 10% by just doing this in these very small key areas, like, we might make a fairly sizable dent once it rolls out bigger. We don't fucking know.
Because technically speaking, the planet is already perfectly productive from the Munitorum's perspective. It pays its tithes on time every year. Vin just wants four times as much productivity because it would make her, rich.
That's fair. We're gonna see what we can do. This week we did 10%, and that's pretty tight.
No, so by Imperial standards, we're doing fucking well. You are you're doing well from Imperial standards.
Oh yeah.
You having high standards, getting in the way.
Argyle.
Hello.
What's on Argyle's docket this week?
Not dying, for sure.
Okay. Well, you succeeded at that.
Oh, I did? Okay. I would like to train my ballistic skill
Okay. Are you purchasing a tutor?
Yeah.
How much are you paying for your tutor?
I don't know. How much do you think is worth it?
Well, with 500 gelt, I think 500 gelt is the maximum I will allow you to pay for tutelage. Because at that point, you're going to be being taught how to shoot by like a fucking master marksman. Like we're talking like a retired assassin, or like a fucking, or like a custodian, or like not a custodian, but like a veteran space marine who just happens to be on the planet just because.
I would like to crutch my way over there and ask this big hulking beast if he could train me and shoot.
Okay. Yeah. 500 gelt. Okay. I don't know why there's a space marine. That was just like an idea that I had that I was shooting out. But sure, you find the galaxy's only retired space marine.
Yeah. Hello, Angel of Death. I would like you to train me in your ways of shoot gun.
This is especially funny actually because like, what does a fucking space marine need your money for? But yeah, no. Oh shit, fuck. Would you please lock position so I can put this back on the right? Thank you. He agrees to teach you. He does take your gelt, but it becomes fairly obvious that he's teaching you to shoot purely because you're the only person who's spoken to him in like a decade. So go ahead and roll me ballistic skill plus 50. Because you paid the 500. Please roll me a D5, and then roll a second D5 and take whichever is higher.
Okay. Okay.
At the end of the week, you spent the week hearing like old war stories from this fucking like semi-immortal ancient warrior. And at the end of the week, he looks at your progress with something that almost seems like pride. Kind of. It's hard for you to tell because he has like a regular human face, and you don't see those very often.
I'm going to pull out my Etch-a-Sketch, and I'm gonna draw a smiley face, and then I'm also going to write out friends ?
I like that you didn't write friends smiley face. You wrote smiley face. Friends?
Friends? Maybe next week.
How much taller is he? How tall is Space Marine? Like 8 feet?
No.
He's like a solid foot and a half taller than you, and
this happens.
And despite your augmentation, he does still outweigh you like a good 200 pounds.
Okay, I'd like to actually, instead of hugging him, I'd like to pat him on the shoulder, but with my bionic arm.
He allows it.
And then
I really thought his like murder instincts were just gonna activate and he was just gonna rip your arm off and swallow it whole and then be like, sorry, I don't know what came over.
What chapter was he from, Harley?
What? You don't know. This is like a space marine in armor. This is like just a this is just like a guy.
This is a very, very tall, very bulky man.
Very
like professional space marine impersonator, just born tall.
Like imagine a space marine.
Don't worry, Harley. I have seen them naked.
I see naked space marines all the time.
So like copy image. It's like imagine this guy.
Yeah.
But in jean coveralls and a t-shirt.
Okay. That's cool. I like that. Those are probably especially made for him.
They got the big and tall store.
They got the biggest.
They don't have the biggest, tallest. They have the biggest and the tallest. Yeah.
Did the loincloth come free with his augments, or was that his like old pair of jeans?
He busted out of him like the Hulk.
Those were the ones that got torn off of his body by a Tyranid.
You should see the other
Okay,
guy.
since I did that, I'd also like to swindle my Adeptus Mechanicus brothers into lowering my debt that is accrued to them.
How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna show them that I can use tech really well and just be like, see, you can't lose me.
We all use tech really well. It came free with your augments.
Yeah, but I use tech better than anyone because I'm built different.
Well, okay, hold on. Let's do our guy. Let's do Yui, and then that can be your second. That can be next week.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yui, what's up in Yui land this week?
I think the first thing Yuri is gonna want to do is try and do some research into these new people that have entered the scene. These rogue traders that for some reason have appeared. We know their names, right?
You are passingly familiar with the dynasty name. You know of the Elbrahiths. You know that they are one of the quote the big five. Like there are thousands of space marine dynasties. The big five are like the five biggest. They occupy like massive swaths of imperial territory, and they account for almost like a full 15% of imperial wealth in the galaxy.
Space Marine?
Rogue traders.
Said Space Marine.
Did I?
Yeah. Thinking about that Space Marine body.
Sorry. But if you want to do deeper research into them, you can roll for me. You don't have Forbidden Lore Rogue Trader or Common Lore Rogue Trader. So what you're gonna do is you're going to roll an unskilled intelligence roll at minus 10.
Terrible.
4 degrees of failure. You attempt to access the noosphere in order to garner any flavor of information you can on this family, and days pass without you able to like scrape even the most basic of information about them. Whoever, you know that in order for someone as prominent as a rogue trader to have this little information available, they have to have someone actively hiding information about them. And not anyone can do that. Only a tech priest could do this. Somebody in the cult is actively obscuring knowledge about these people.
And as everybody knows, lack of evidence for the conspiracy is evidence for the conspiracy.
Indeed. Innocence proves nothing.
Say the lion, Bart.
Say the lion, Bart.
What else? Yeah, I guess the only other thing Yuri would want to do if he can't find information on this Elwraith mob would be to walk down to the nearest. I don't know if the Mechanicus have like Unitorums or like armories. I don't know if they have representation, but wherever the nearest, like either them or guard armory, just to pop in and see if you could make a trade.
What are you trading?
Yuri would like to trade his big metal staff.
Okay.
For something that's a bit more effective against, shall we say, armored targets.
Okay. Well, if you're one, there's absolutely. I don't know why it's on the fucking thing. I could have sworn I put it on the thing. There is a Mechanicus. All hive cities have a fairly healthy a fairly healthy Mechanicus presence by virtue of how like hive cities work. So we are gonna put cult, Mechanicus, Conclave. Right there on the map. It is in the Middle Cities area. It is centrally located. Actually, it should be a little further down. It's like in the exact center of the city.
That makes logical sense.
Yeah. Easy to get to from no matter where you are. As easy as anywhere is to get in a place like this. When you arrive and you express an interest in trading out your staff for something that's better at piercing armor, the servitor running the kiosk you're talking to inquires as to whether you want a one or a two, whether you want to look at the one or two-handed options.
I believe that I would like to have something one-handed. I already have like 3 guns, so something one-handed would be ideal.
And you are looking for a melee weapon.
Oh yes, very much so. I already have. I'll be honest with you, far too many guns.
Okay. Well, if you are interested in, say, a power blade, which is essentially a power sword, but with a shorter blade and a shorter handle, you could purchase a power blade for 1,750. that would most certainly make short work of any and all armor you can find. Alternatively,
however,
no, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say I'm a little, shall we say, strapped for cash. I don't have quite that amount of money.
I'll help you, mechanical brother.
Well, thank you. I do have this. He pops the last pistol onto the table. I don't know how much this is worth, but.
Well, okay, you are selling your. You are using your staff as. Your staff is worth 5, selling it. So, you got that, and then your Laz pistol will get you a further 25 as a trade-in. Are there any modifications to the Laz pistol?
No, it is just a standard Laz pistol.
Okay. Then yeah, that'll get you 25.
Okay.
Now
I'm still pretty far off.
Okay. Well, you can either accept aid from Argyle, who could wire you the gelt, or
how much gelt does my mechanical brother need?
Well, I have a smidgen over 1,000 gelt.
And how much was it?
1750.
1750. It's a big ask.
Now hold on. There are other options here. The servitor slides the power blade to the side and says, if the power blade is a little out of your nominal budget, we do have a selection of chain weaponry. He places a chain sword and a chain axe on the table, and if you're really worried about issues with armor, you could attach a standard issue mono blade upgrade to your chain sword or chain axe. If you were to get a chain sword with mono, it would be 295. Or the chain axe with mono would be 490.
Yuri is going to kind of sort of motion around and just say, excuse me, how much does this servitor paid? Because it should be more. I haven't seen a chain axe so long. God, on this yeah, chains, how quaint. I have a chain axe.
Excellent.
That would be so much better than just a big piece of metal.
Would you like it outfitted with the mono upgrade as well?
If you don't mind taking time, yes, please.
Excellent. Wait here for a moment. And the servitor just fully powers down, and then the wall the servitor was in, it was like kind of partially recessed in, kind of splits open, and these like spider-like limbs come out of the wall and pick up the chain axe and dismantle it, install the mono upgrade, and rebuild it directly in front of you before setting it down, retreating back into the wall, and then the servitor comes back to life. Do you have any further business today?
No. Well, that was everything I wanted. You see, this is why I come here. Exceptional customer service.
Excellent. Okay, so Yui, you can go ahead and replace the metal staff with a chain axe. When you're putting in your chain axe details, the mono upgrade increases the chain axe's penetration from 2 to 4.
Okay. Perfect, right. I will add that just now. Let's just say I hacked it in the last battle anyway, because I don't really need it.
Okay.
What was that? 25?
Yeah, that'll give you 25 if you turn that in.
Okay, so that puts me up to 669.
Nice.
Almost. I feel like I want to give him a 3 gelt tip, just so I can
just
get that. That's fine. That'll do. Okay, so I'll get rid of the last pistol, add 20. Your best credits. And then I'll just add chain axe, and you will spend the rest of the time that's allocated to him just pushing the chain axe, making it look nice. Tending to its machine spirit.
It is honestly off rip.
This
machine spirit is in a word, eager.
Oh, I'm going to feed you soon, my pretty. I'll feed you all the metal you can eat.
Atella.
Yui's also going to float to the group if they have any. Like, he's trying where he names things, and so any suggestions would be welcome. Doesn't have to be now. Have a think. I'll be in my bunk, polishing my chains.
Is that what the kids call it these days?
Do we know what the name of the Necron guy that we fought was?
I
think I've been using it out of character, but I don't think you know either of the Necrons' names yet.
Well,
Atella.
Yeah.
As the third week begins, you are, as a fairly high-ranked member of the Arbites, despite your position in the inquisitorial group here, despite that, you are actually tapped for an investigation.
Yeah. Okay.
When you wake up at the start of the third week, which is just so we're all on the same page. Start of the third week is also kind of when Yarix gets the ticket. So Yarrick, you're not automatically failing your thing. Just when you wake up, you do your usual morning routine. I don't know what that is. Atella, actually, have we ever heard your morning routine?
Attella's probably pretty regimented, so it's a very standard, like up at 6 o'clock on the dot, take a 15-minute shower exactly, eat, exactly this many cornflakes in my breakfast. So, that sort of thing.
Okay. As you finish your morning routine, does she drink the milk from the cornflakes, or does she dump it out?
I think she precisely measures it so that there is never any milk remaining in the bowl when she's done.
That's somehow worse than both options.
Yes.
After my own heart.
You finish your bowl of cornflakes. You set your bowl down in the sink or whatever for whoever does the dishes to do the dishes.
Oh no. She will immediately wash the bowl, dry it with an even 3 swipes of the hand towel, and then put it back where it was, in her spot.
Damn. Okay. You finish cleaning your bowl to continue the ruse that you don't eat apparently. Because I don't think anyone else is awake at fucking 6:15 in the morning to watch you do all of this legitimately psychopathic behavior. As you leave to head out for training or whatever it is you were planning to do that day, there is just an Arbides. There is a fellow Arbides trooper, based on the chevrons on his breastplate. He's of similar rank to you. And he's just waiting there with two Arbides, two official Arbides patrol bikes. You're actually not sure how we got the second bike there. Like if you drove the first one really early and then walked back to dispatch to get the second one, or. But there's two bikes. Mm-hmm. And he looks up as you walk out and he says, "Oh, Tella. How's whatever this is going?"
That's classified.
Kind of what I figured. Kind of what I thought you'd say.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple days?
Looks around. Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Cool. It pains me to say this. But about I want to say about a day or two after you were seconded, a pretty prominent politician in the city went missing in your patrol area. And we just found him in my patrol area. In pieces.
Oh.
So.
What area is that?
Well, I generally patrol around the checkpoints between the upper city or the upper spires and the middle cities. Mm-hmm. And from what I hear, you were pretty low down in the middle cities.
We passed through, but also that's classified.
No, I meant your patrol area.
Ah, yes.
Prior to your whatever this is. The point is that he went missing in your patrol. He wound up in my patrol. So the powers that be have decided that I should come ask you if you'll help with the investigation.
Sure. Give me checks or whatever passes for a watch.
It is 6:17.
Hmm.
No. How long does it take until you eat a bowl of cornflakes?
Probably like 5 minutes. I don't know.
It is 6:21.
I'm behind schedule for my morning coffee.
Behind. There's some poor fucking barista servitor down the road who doesn't know it, but they made your order and you're not here, and now they feel weird. As much as the servitor can.
Are we heading out immediately?
I mean, he's not going anywhere.
We've got a witness on site.
The person who found the body,
but
they aren't
going anywhere either.
Well, walk with me.
Sure.
He
gets up from where he was leaning against his bike. He reaches over on the bike and pushes a button on the second bike, and then on his bike, and you hear a very quiet defense mode engaged.
That might cause some problems for someone. Not my problem, though.
Well, who would be stupid enough to touch a Arbity's bike when no one's around?
That would be pretty stupid. Alright. We'll come back for those. Follow me. Then we go like 2 blocks down to the coffee shop.
You walk into the coffee shop and immediately, the coffee shop is run by 2 workers. There is a human worker whose job is to actually talk to the people, and then there's a servitor that makes the coffee. And the human worker pipes up like, "Oh, good, you're here. Fucking Bill's been glitching ever since he made your cup and you didn't take it." The servitor is holding your cup out and standing still in a way that only a machine can. It's servers have to breathe. They're still living beings, but it looks like it's been holding its breath for the 2 minutes that you're late.
Well, that can't be healthy for it. Thank you, Bill. Takes the cup.
Coffee
delivered. Resuming function.
Sorry I'm late. Sips it.
It's
Alright.
Coffee.
Yep. We can go.
Your Arbity's friend who had fully gotten in line is like, wait, what?
I don't...
Okay.
Alright, fine. We're wasting daylight, though.
The sun's
not even up.
Yes. And it's going to be wasted.
Always
to be wasted.
It takes him a few minutes to get his coffee. By the time he gets it, you are fully 6 minutes late to when you would have shown up for your shooting class. Or I guess
not your shooting class because you're not in the class anymore. For your designated time on the range.
But he undefense modes the bikes, and he puts in the passcode for his bike, and he says, this one's registered to your ID, so you should just be able to put in the code for your old bike.
Okay, she boops it in there. It's like, you shouldn't have that.
Shouldn't have what?
The code for my bike.
Well, I don't. Dispatch does.
I
don't know.
Punches it in.
Officer Atella,
recognized. Adeptus Arbites agent.
So, where are we going?
Down to the checkpoint. It's a little bit of a drive. You end up going like. Do not snap. No snapping. You end up going like. To basically your old habitation block. Or the habitation block where you where Yarrick met a space marine. But it takes you a bit to get there. While you're in transit, we are going to move down to Yarrick. Yarrick, you have a name. You The name written on your ticket is Adeptus Arbites Administratum Agent. I closed my random name generator because I'm silly. I'm soup.
His name is Hobson Dugnut.
His name is Kapil Raju David. Off rip, without any checks, it's fairly easy for you to find that he is he's a member of the government, a bit of an old guard actually. He's about 140 years old. He's undergone rejuve therapy, so he's physically like in his 30s. He seems to have been well liked by the previous planetary governor.
Okay. And now
Rest in peace, that guy.
Well, now you find him, and then you kill him.
True. I do have 3 points in tracking, although I don't know if tracking would come in. How is tracking like the general thing of tracking someone down, or is it literally like following the Scooby-Doo footprints with a big
Let's take a look. S T.
Yes.
T the letter. Okay. So tracking is probably a pretty good skill for this. I think first, however, what we're gonna do is give me just like before I ask what test, where do you begin your search for this person?
I mean, he was a member of the, world government. So presumably he had an apartment provided to him by his work that was extremely cushy, or bought one with a shit ton of money, which was also tend to be a very public purchase.
Okay.
Where he lived.
Go ahead and give me a common lore Imperium check at plus 10. No, plus 20.
Well, technically green.
Technically green. Yarick, you with a little bit of digging, you find the right form to fill out to be given a receipt of sale under this person's name for an apartment in the upper spires, about a block and a half down from the PDF barracks. Basically, it's as safe an apartment as possible without being the governor's suite.
Mm-hmm.
What is your next step?
I want to get schematics for the building.
All right. Schematics might be a little harder to come by. Are you enlisting the help of any of your compatriots?
Yeah, Yariko asked one of the 2 robot boys, because they have a habit of plugging themselves into random computers and downloading literally all of the knowledge on board. So Yarick will ask either one or both of them if they happen to already have schematics for this building.
Argyle, Yui.
Actually, one of us had something to do with schematics for a building before.
Yarick, do you give them any details, or do you just ask for the schematics of this building?
Yeah, I just ask for the schematics of the building.
Cool.
I don't upfront go, hey, this is my plan to. I just ask them for the schematics of the building.
All right. Argyle, Yui. Yarick has asked you for the schematics to a random apartment in the Upper Spires and has offered zero information on why she needs it. If you would like to comply, please roll for me tech use to acquire the schematics.
Any modifier?
Nope.
I'm not going to questions, but I like to point out that, why you have to just come say, I need schematic for a building. Like, we'll do it anyway. But keep us in the loop. We make that card that can get through literally any, or like, what you can do is tell us what buildings you're using it in.
I'm going to call this a joint test, so I think between the two of you, with your 2 degrees of success, you do successfully acquire and cover your tracks on getting the schematics for this apartment. Studying the schematics, Yarick, there are two primary entrances to the apartment. There is the front door, and then there is a side door that leads out into an alleyway. There are 2 more entrances that you, an assassin, could use in the form of the air conditioning ventilation system and the garbage chute. According to the schematics, the inside of the house only has defenses on the front and side door.
Okay, there are defenses on the front and side door, and I could use an air vent to get in.
An air vent or the garbage chute.
What would activate would trying to break in activate these defenses? I'm presuming yes.
Your knowledge of how technology works is rudimentary at best and non-existent at worst. However, you do, as previously stated, have a master key to the city, which I'm noticing is not on your character sheet.
I don't remember being given that specifically personally.
It was made for you to get into the hab block.
Word.
So as far as you're aware, you should be able to at least open the front door without any consequences. The defenses inside, according to the schematic, the front door's defense is essentially it's a camera tied to like a silent alarm system. But you can't tell what the camera is looking for. It could be looking for like his specific face. It could be looking for his biometrics. It could just be looking for someone him-shaped.
Is the camera inside the house or outside the house?
It's inside the house.
Word. Would I be able to mix up some kind of sealant and be able to just like I'm thinking like a souped up version of caulk and just like seal both these doors completely shut or lock them? Because I'll just say, my plan currently that I'm formulating is I just lock him inside his own house, come in through the air vent, and then kill him. Because he'll try and run away and won't be able to leave.
Okay. I mean, you do have that master key, which in theory...
Side door. And also there's the cameras to deal with. Presumably fewer cameras in the air vent.
Presumably. Okay. So if you want to like whip up some flavor of like sealant, go ahead. You can either, in this instance, you can attempt to use your like your survival training from your homeworld to whip up like an all-natural kind of glue, or if you want to, you could have one of your more tech-heavy friends synthesize something for you again.
I'll just ask them, because I presume that any, like, natural crafting ability I possess is completely offset by the fact that there is not a single green leaf, root, or iota of soil on this entire planet.
That is fair. I really didn't think about that. Well, actually, hold on. Also, you have a las cutter. Nothing is stopping you from just coming in the ceiling.
That feels like very slow, noisy, and obvious, though.
Fair.
Like he's sat at his desk and there's just like a and he's just sat like, huh, that's suspicious. Well, let's see how this plays out. I'm curious now.
Well, actually, it says it can cut through 10 meters of metal per turn. So you could carve a hole in the roof and jump down through the hole faster than he'd be able to react to it. That's not important, though.
Is it a top floor apartment?
Yeah. This is the upper spires. He like all of the apartments in the upper spires are top floor. That's like part of living.
That's definitely better than the air vent then, because the air vent I would have to physically crawl through. How the fuck is he on the roof and also has a front and side door? Are those like internal to the apartment?
No, he's like hold on, let me get a ping here. He's like right here.
Okay, so he has a house that's like on a little bit of scaffolding, or so. He has a little like wizard tower.
Yeah, basically. This little bit it looks like scaffolding. That's like a highway-sized bit of road stretching out over the air.
Right, okay. So he has a front door and a side door and presumably like a bit of a floating garden around his normal ass building.
Yes.
Word. Okay, that's easier then.
You know, a thought occurs. You might not even need to go into his house to kill him. If you were to spend enough time with the las cutter, you might just be able to cut his house off the block and just send it tumbling down into the fucking Undercity.
But that has absolutely no finesse.
It's not very subtle.
No panache.
Also, like, I mean, for one thing, I'm literally meant to be an assassin. Cutting someone's building off and sending it hurtling down the city is not subtle. B, I feel like that's going to piss off a lot of people.
On the way down.
On the way down and following, since that's super obvious. C doesn't necessarily guarantee he'll die. He might have some, like, padded like, he'd probably be paced, but this is the cybernetic future. Like, whatever. It'd be way easier to just get into his house and kill him myself, and then be like, yeah, he's dead. And he lives alone in a stupid wizard tower, so no one's gonna notice for a couple of years. So yeah.
Take that.
I will ask people to whip up some sealing.
Cool. Argyle and Yui. Another request from Yarick. Yarick needs some instant burn thermite to weld the door shut.
I'm not even going to ask why.
Tech use test.
Stares unblinkingly back at you. You have not asked, so you will get no answers.
Tech uses from the both of you to synthesize some fast-burning weld material.
God.
It's all right. It's all right. The two of you succeed with 1 degree of success. We'll call this like day 3 of the assassination. You've scoped his house out. You've got your fucking your like. It's essentially just like a caulking gun, except after you spray it, like it just instantly like lights on contact with air and burns hot enough to weld the door to the door frame. Which honestly is a reason why you shouldn't have all metal architecture.
Yeah.
You couldn't weld a wooden door to a wooden door frame.
You could nail it shut.
Yeah, but that takes way longer.
Fair. Cool. Also, like, in the background check, this guy's a politician. He's not, like, secretly an SS agent who I'm gonna drop in and he's gonna have, like, twin chain cannons built into his legs, right?
Well, he is technically a member of the same organization that Attila is. But based on the profile you found and built over the last couple days, he's an administrative agent. He's not like he's never been a beat cop. He's just like a
photographs of him. Does photography exist in the Warhammer 40k?
Photography does exist. You've seen him. You've been like staking out his house for like 3 days. You've seen him.
Oh,
he's
Does he look pathetic? Does he look a little snivelly?
He looks like he's sat at a desk for 100 years.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, this is fine. I'm fine with my thermite and cutting my way through the fucking ceiling. Whichever room, because he definitely, like, turns the lights on as he goes around the house. So, whichever one he normally just sits in for an extended period of time, I'll go in through that one once I've sealed the doors, but I need to seal the doors first.
Go ahead. For sealing the doors, we're just gonna call this a. I don't think this needs a roll. Actually, you're like this isn't like skillful welding. This isn't like something that takes effort. I think it's just done.
Yeah, I am just pointing something vaguely gun-shaped at a line and moving it.
Yeah, so I don't think that requires any skill from you.
Yay.
Actually, no. I lied. I am gonna need you to roll we'll call it silent move in order to not draw attention to yourself while you're doing it, because you are still, even if it's like the evening and he's home, you're still on like a street where other people are.
Yeah, fair. Any modifiers?
No.
Word. I will re-roll that. Yay!
Yeah, okay. You managed to stay hidden. As you...
That in my fucking fate points on my character sheet. It's left at 0 because it always gets burned.
You managed to stay hidden as you weld the front and side doors shut, and I would normally make you do like a climb roll to get on top of this building, but I am pretty sure you still have a grapple. So
yeah, I literally had it to get. If I could use it to get down a hill, I can use it to get on this guy's roof.
Yeah. So you
also, my climb skill is I roll a 43. So
pretty good. You scamper up onto the building. No one is the wiser as you begin to las cut, as you like bring your las cutter to bear. So we're gonna do both of us are going to do 2 rolls for this. For the use of the las cutter, I would like you to roll a ballistic skill check to see how quickly you can carve your way into this through the roof, because this is it's not a gun, but it is gun-like.
Gun-ish, yeah.
And I am going to roll his awareness to see whether or not he notices you carving the hole.
Yep.
So we're gonna do that first.
Do I roll with any modifiers?
No. It's an opposed check.
Fuck. Literally, all of my good rolls go into the D&D game my boyfriend runs twice or once every 2 weeks. My fucking Zell D&D bard rolls like a dream. Like fucking 16s, 19s, just constantly. The physical dice love me. This sheet hates Yarak.
Well, I have good news for you, Yarak.
Yes.
Your negative 3 degrees of failure is slightly better than his negative 4 degrees of failure.
Okay.
So you carve this hole open, and you are inside his room before he has a chance to react. What would you like to do?
Where is he?
He is sitting at a desk doing some kind of work on a data pad.
Cool. He sat at a desk. I'm assuming like a sort of your generic like high back swivel chair type thing.
Yeah.
Well, unless his back's literally against the back of the chair, there is some neck room, especially if he spent 100 years at a desk, so he's definitely just completely hunched over.
Well, again, he's done rejuvenation therapy. He's 140, but he looks like he's 30.
These can make you younger. They can't literally just give you better posture.
Sure they could, but anyway.
I want to cut his head off.
Sure. Give me that great sword attack.
Half aim, I guess.
If you spend...
Full aim takes an action.
I think dropping down into the room would preclude you from aiming unless you want him to do something.
That's fair. No aim. Attack type. Standard. Modifier. 0.
We'll go plus 10 because you have the drop on him.
Word.
Literally.
Not fall, so I have resistance to fall damage as well. That's a green number, and that's all I care about.
Okay, so he is gonna get a dodge, but his dodge is not good.
He does
not dodge. Go ahead and give me damage. That could be better.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's the Grey Knight knife, my bad.
That's
much better.
Yeah, that's 17 out of 20.
Yeah. Hold on. Where do you hit this guy? You're hitting him in the on a 74. You're hitting.
Well, actually,
hold on. When you said you wanted to cut his head off, were you just saying that to say you wanted to attack, or were you making a called attack? Because as it is, you're hitting him with the leg.
The left
leg. The leg we hate.
How the fuck am I chopping his leg off while he sat down at a desk?
I do not know. He's like instinctually flinched forward enough that you've missed him, like his torso, but you're like cleaving through like his chair into his leg from behind.
Fuck it, yeah. I'll do that.
Yeah. No. He hits the ground screaming.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Barely.
But just
screaming.
He turns over, like
blood begins to like. You've obviously hit like the major artery in his leg. He's got like maybe 40 seconds before he bleeds out. He turns around, starts crawling backwards, and is like, "Wait, no, I can pay you. I guarantee you, I have more money than whoever put you up to this. You don't have to do this."
Okay. Well, he gets a
dodge.
He doesn't dodge.
Roll a D100 to see if
you don't have Perus's Fury, but that sure is 2 damage short of your maximum damage with that weapon.
On a 303. So that's like a perfect body shot. So on this second attack, you can do this.
Yarick, he falls to the floor and starts crawling away, whimpering and crying, and Yarick just walks up to him, flips the sword over, and just stabs him through the spine, like pinning him to the floor.
Kind of like he makes like a really pathetic like.
Yarick will pull the sword out. Wipe it off on his clothes.
Wipe it that he's not using.
Yeah, grappling hook to get back out.
Alright.
I'm not gonna bother, like, trying to disguise. Like, I cut a hole in the ceiling with a fucking welding torch. Even if I, like, put that back in place, there would still be a very obvious, like, melted metal hole in the ceiling. You can fucking leave.
Also, you don't know how to weld.
Yep.
Cut using a welding tool to cut through metal, that's genuinely easy. But actually welding metal to metal, that takes effort, that takes skill. By the time you get back to the conclave to turn in the ticket and pick up your reward. One second, let me just scroll down a bit. I'm looking at things. Okay. By the time you get back to the conclave to turn in the ticket and collect your reward, one, it's late. It's an Assassinorum conclave, so there's always people around, but it's late enough that there's only people like you coming back from jobs. The machine that your ticket came out of has a very obvious slot for putting the ticket back in. It begins to whir, and it's obviously doing some kind of computer nonsense before it kind of does a little Legend of Zelda, you found a really expensive rupee noise. You just have that?
You know me. I have many things.
Here doesn't have childhood music on tap.
Many things.
All right. Al, do you want a? I'm just gonna ask. Do you want like a weapon thing? Do you want like a defensive thing? Do you want a utility thing?
I already have 4 really good weapons. No, scratch that. I have 5 really good weapons. So, and I have a bunch of gizmos, so fuck it. Give me a defensive thing.
Okay. What armor are you currently wearing?
Xenomesh on everything except my face.
Okay. Black helmet on the face. I think the computer takes a quick scan of your helmet, not your helmet, of your mask, and very quickly 3D prints an almost exact replica. Except whatever material it's made out of is some kind of Assassinorum proprietary super metal. So now your mask gives you +2 to your head armor on top of your helmet. And also, it tells you if whoever you're looking at has an outstanding monetary bounty, or an outstanding Assassinorum warrant.
Well, that's gonna be a problem.
Is it?
Yeah, because the only reason Yarg hasn't been murdering people is because no one's told them to do it. If the mask is gonna keep being like, you should kill that person, Yarg's gonna be like, okay.
Yarg, just bet.
Every fucking normal assassins, this dark trade, it haunts my soul, but the money, I must provide for my mother. Back on the Outer Rim, I'm Yarrick. Well, literally raised to be a murderer, and then told to murder people. Ding! Let's go.
Yarick was like this long before she joined the Assassinorum.
She had to murder, like, every single one of her assassin siblings, and that's where all her good rolls... There was just one really pitched, like, dramatic-ass anime battle, and burned through all her good rolls for the rest of her life, doing, like, fucking front flips over people.
So cool, you guys.
It was
awesome, and it was an assassin school, so there were literally no CCTV cameras, no one saw it. Like, at one point, like, 2 people were running at her, she did, like, a perfect flip, caught the ceiling with her feet, and they both, like, beheaded each other, and she just landed. It was amazing, and that's why she only has 1 fucking fate point per turn. Went, no, you need to die, or at the very least, just suck at your job.
We promise she's an effective assassin. We promise.
You gotta believe.
It's a backstory. You just never. All her kills happen off screen.
Fucking the Inquisitor, like, can I have a demonstration? No. No, you can't.
It's a secret.
Listen, we can tell you she's a good assassin, because if she was a bad assassin, she would have died on the assassin school.
Yeah, we really... The backstory really hampers the fact that she just can't roll for shit.
Well, anyway.
Alright. Ishta.
Oh no.
You are you are currently outside time and space in a flat kind of think like a Minecraft flat world, but made of metal. And standing in front of you, body made of the same metal as the floor you're on. Inner parts glowing with a soft lavender hue. No face at all. Just like a literal empty hole where a face should be. Is some kind of alien machine. It's not a Necron. This is a whole other thing. Like a whole other thing.
Okay. So, you said we needed to talk?
We do. Do you need a chair or anything? I don't speak to whatever you are very often.
Well, that would be lovely, dear. I have been on my feet doing the sermon.
Right. It waves its hand and like a metal a chair begins to form out of like the ground behind you, and it's almost like it kind of takes a cue from what you think a chair should be, and it makes like a metal rocking chair.
Lovely.
And it also sits down on like a very nondescript, just like stool that grows up out of the ground beneath it. This is going to be hard to explain. But
I'm all ears, dearie.
I have made attempts to contact your compatriots, in particular the golden one. I think he even heard me at one point when you were down in the pyramid.
Is Yui or Argyle Gold?
Argyle.
Ah, yes, that would be my friend.
I have a vested interest in the Necrons not reaching the bottom of that pyramid.
From what I've heard, everyone has a vested interest in it.
I would like to offer you assistance.
In exchange for what, my dear? And sort of, she drops some of the innocent old lady act and sort of sits up a little bit.
In exchange for freedom.
Go on.
You see, I am. It's a very long story, so I will be brief. I am what you see before you. Is not my body. This shell is part of a prison built by the Necrons to torment me. I wish to be free of it and to rejoin the fullness of my person, which is currently kept under lock and key inside that pyramid.
And who would that fullness of person be, my dear?
Me.
But of course. I didn't quite catch your name. My name is Ishtar. Ishtar Mark. And yours? And she reaches out sort of a hand. Sort of like, not like a shake, but like the overhand. Like the, he'll either take it or whatever.
It reaches out and like takes your hand and says, I am Shard.
Well, Shard. You've offered me your own freedom to release you? That seems a bit one-sided. I release you and you become free, and congratulations. Or is that not what you meant?
You lack the ability to free me from this shell. I offer you a boon. Another boon, because you already have one that I left for you. Two of them, in fact. And he like waves his hand, and like a partially translucent image of the shard of crystal, the shard of green crystal, and also the like strange glowing battery that you found in the mines kind of just wafts through the air. You haven't used them, which I find fascinating, but I have been leaving these for you.
We don't use what we don't know. We were not aware if you were friend or foe. And of course, my first allegiance is to to mine Emperor.
Yes. Yes, the Newman, the Star Child. I am familiar with it.
I will grant you further boons on the condition that you venture back into the pyramid. You descend to its lowest levels. There you will find a creature, a shell, similar to this one. It will be bound. It must be unbound. Once it is, it and I will be free to reunite, and I will take care of the Necron threat for you.
And perhaps release a greater threat into the galaxy at large.
Your worry is justifiable. Your life has been one of pain and sacrifice. For a greater good that you have never actually seen. I understand why you would be cautious. But I mean your people no harm.
Is there an insight check?
Inquiry.
That's one of the ones I'm theoretically good at. Yeah, I got a 50-50 shot. Let's see. I've never rolled this well once. I'm gonna fate point it. I don't know why I bothered to have it. Yeah. You know what? I can't fate point it again, right?
Not normally, but if you really want to this time.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Need to know if this thing is actually on the level.
Ooh, okay. With 3 degrees of success, Ishta, you get the sense that it's telling the truth. If you were to help it, it would simply leave. But that is not a sentiment coming from a place of kindness, so much as it is, whatever this thing is, if you free it, it will leave you alone because you and this world will be so vastly inferior to it that it might not even remember you exist to be a threat to.
Well, John, I cannot promise you anything now, in this moment. You see, I work with friends and colleagues. And while they may have varying opinions on me, I happen to respect all of them. I would have to discuss this with them first. Is that all right? Do you have friends, Shard?
Once.
Would you like to again, Shard?
I'm not sure I would know how.
regardless.
It's simple, Shard. It's simple. Perhaps we'll discuss it further at another time.
I am afraid further discussion, future discussions will be difficult. I rather require your decision in a more immediate fashion. Manifesting myself this way is taxing. And I am afraid that until my shell is broken and my self is freed, this will be the last time I can contact any of you.
Ishta thinks about it for a moment. She goes, may I ask a question first?
You may.
I come to me, I am a bit of a zealot to mine emperor. I would, of all of my compatriots, be the most likely to reject you out of hand.
I will be forthcoming with you. You are the third attempt, my final attempt to acquire aid. I first sought to speak to the being known as UE. It gazed upon the mechanism by which I am contained some weeks ago, and I attempted to reach out to it, but the vastness of my contact simply damaged its mind. And then again, I attempted to contact the Golden One, the Argyle, and I did so with a softer touch, and I did establish contact, but when he brought it to you, you denied him the opportunity to aid me. And so I, with that in mind, I sought you out so that there would be no middleman, no one between you and I, because you appear to be in some form of authority.
Oh. In a manner of speaking. She really wishes she could talk to her buddies. Have anything? No. I have a lore question.
Yeah, what's up?
Like, Ishta is an absolute fanatic. But even, like, is Warhead, like, is this universe the kind, like, how do I ask this without making it seem like I'm asking you to tell me what to do? This, to me, feels like almost this would be like something rejected out of hand. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she would almost reject it out of hand just because it's nothing to do with the Emperor. But, like, I don't know how... Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's...
Well, there have been times where Imperial forces have allied themselves with like aliens in order to beat back a greater threat. Very often, that greater threat is usually Necrons or Tyranids. So the idea of accepting help from this thing isn't one that would be...
It's not outlandish to think of.
It's
just
not
uncomfortable.
It's not outlandish. It's just uncomfortable. Also, usually the two forces will help each other, and then as soon as the threat is gone, they go back to killing each other most of the time. There are a couple instances, to my knowledge, where they don't go back to killing each other, but those have been like very recent in like books that came out in the last couple of years.
Okay, so she's going to look at him. Shard. She's going to look at Shard. I will try to help. As I am but a singular person of flesh, I will try. I cannot guarantee I will even be allowed, but I will try. And I would like to apologize for blocking Argyle before. It was merely because we thought you part of the Necrons. We did not understand.
It is a difficult situation to be in. I recognize that.
So I will tell you this, I will try to help you. I cannot promise that I will succeed. Is that good enough?
At this point, I think that's as much as I can ask.
Perhaps, upon your release, maybe then, I will have made a friend.
Maybe. A boon before I return you. Name it. And I will do my best.
Jesus.
If you want to just like ask for like how I did it with Al, a weapon, a defensive thing, a utility thing.
No. Ishtar has a thought.
Okay.
Ishtar has a thought. I have, and if it is beyond your capability, I understand you are strained, but I have found that while being able to command a room as well as more, my realm is of the mind, generally speaking. And I tend to lack. Though, with the Prometheum, I do rather well, but I still tend to fall behind my colleagues in the ability to defend ourselves and to exterminate threats, say, things in the way of me rescuing a friend. Would you be able to help me in some fashion?
I could. I could fashion you a weapon, if that is what you desire. I could augment a weapon you already have,
I desire something you probably cannot give, but perhaps a modification to a weapon would be in order.
Which weapon would you like modified?
Oh, 100% the flamer.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think he can give Ishta what she really wants. But that's it.
What does Ishta really want?
Oh, power and control. Like, you're talking to a megalomaniac. Like, this is someone who wants to... She's fucking nuts. But this seems a bit outside of this guy's scope at the moment.
Ishta, after you say that you wish for an augment to your weapon so that you can better protect your compatriots and exterminate threats, you wake up in your room in your new home in the Upper Spires. It's the same day. It's the morning of the day of your sermon. When you get shot at, and when that one of your faithful steps into the path of your bullet, or laser. Your flamer, your flamer's what the fuck are they called? It's like a tank. Fuel cells. Your flamer's fuel cell, the one inside the weapon right now, along with all 10 of your backup cells, is slightly different. They no longer bear Imperial Unitorum markings. Instead, you see on the side of the tank very lightly stenciled, so as to be almost imperceptible, what appears to be an Ouroboros shattered.
Dope.
And your flamer now deals your flamer does the same amount of damage. It has two higher pen. And it gains the tearing quality. Which means you get to roll damage twice and take the higher damage.
Dope.
And if you were to ignite the tip to run a little weapons test, you would see that the fire that comes out of it burns the same like red hot that Promethium does, except at the very tip of the flame, where it just hints at lavender, and it smells like molten metal.
Okay.
Previously, your flamer's burning fuel didn't actually have a smell.
Ishta loads up.
Do you let the day play out the way it did? Or do you try to save that person at risk to yourself?
Oh, Potentially same outcome, different goal in mind. Isha wants that person that shot at her dragged in front of her during the sermon.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead then. You go through the day, you go through the motions, you get to the end of your sermon. You get to the end of your sermon. Go ahead and make your awareness test at plus 20 because you know which direction the shot came from.
Okay. I don't have any more. This is just a roll, so let's see.
It's technically green.
It's technically green. Thank God.
It's kind of green.
The laser tracks across your chest. The same person as before jumps up onto the stage, catches the last bolt to the back of the dome, dead before he hits the ground. But you see it. You see the glint of a scope half a block over, third floor up of a half block.
Are there any cops in my congregation?
At this point, yeah.
Can I shout exactly where that was and shout to bring him to me?
Give me a charm. No. Command.
Cool. It's the same thing. So. Any bonuses? No.
10 minutes after you call out your command, the shooter is dragged before you. The crowd, which again previously was massive to the point that most of them couldn't even hear you, has grown again as this heretic is brought forth and forced to his knees in front of your stage.
Isha will kneel down, like almost nose to nose with him. Does she recognize anything about his heresy, like any markings or anything at all that might indicate who or what cult this is or what's going on?
Give me a forbidden lore cult.
Nah.
It's worse. These are ecclesiarchy tattoos. Whoever paid this man to kill you is in the same organization you are.
Dope. Gonna get up. Isha gets up. And turns to the crowd. And she says, I stand before you all, still alive, because of sacrifice. And she points to the dead body which she had purposely left on stage, although he's like arms folded, right? Sacrifice is one half of what makes us great, and the other is the wrath of our emperor against heretics, and I fucking light this motherfucker up.
The guards who were holding you down, like
I get them to move. Yeah.
They step back as you bring your flamer to bear. And only you seem to notice, but Ishta, as your flames modified with this new fuel kind of wreath around this person and his clothes begin to catch fire, you realize it's not just fire anymore. In the fire is you can't tell what it is, but something is on top of burning him, something is physically eating away at his flesh as he burns.
This is metal as fuck.
Yeah. And then afterward, what's a I cannot find my list for some reason. What's like a rallying cry for the other words other than for the Emperor or the Emperor protects?
We are the hammer.
Okay, she will shout, "We are the hammer," and hope she gets like call and response style and just really work this crowd up.
Oh yeah. No, they're yours. I'm actually hold on. I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Then.
Sorry if I triggered a city event, guys.
You know what? Actually, yeah.
To be fair, this is a city event. Like this is like yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of inescapable.
We're gonna tick the city event up. We're gonna tick the city event up. We're gonna fast forward back to the start of the third week. Ishta, you've been in near constant contact with your flock as it spreads through the middle cities. At this point, Ishta, your flock has begun almost ousting other preachers in the middle cities. By the end of the week, you are essentially the voice of the people for that whole quarter of the city. Atella.
The voice of the Emperor for the people.
Atella. As you are driving to the site of your investigation, you hear over the transponder all available units redirect to... not redirect. All available units, please report to the boundary between the middle cities and the upper spires and the middle cities and Lowtown. A riot has begun. And the other Arbides agent with you says, Damn, what a fucking busy-ass day it's gonna be. That's gonna make this investigation real hard.
We're going to the... Are we through to the middle city? Like, the area that we would want to be in?
You are about to come up on it. Your investigation is happening on the upper spire side of the boundary between middle cities and upper spire. So you will be essentially like one PDF checkpoint away from like a fucking frothing mob of religious zealots that your good friend Ishta has so gratefully delivered to you.
Well, thanks for that.
You don't know that yet?
You don't know that yet?
You don't know? It may have nothing to do with me. Hey, it's a frame-up, because the Ecclesiarchy already tried to kill me once.
Atella hears the call to, like, go to the checkpoint. She's like, well, fuck. And then she's going to, probably like choke down on the throttle and try to get through the checkpoint before it gets closed.
Go ahead and give me a navigation surface or a drive test.
I don't have that.
You don't have drive?
You gave the bike to me. I did not come with a drive.
I will be honest. I assume that you, as an Arbides agent, would drive a fucking vehicle.
No, you do not get that.
That's crazy. Okay. Plot agility then. Or actually, hold on. Flat agility if you're trying to like dodge and weave. Toughness if you're just trying to barrel through. Because Arbity's bikes, while they are motorcycles, are built like tanks.
I mean, is there a mob, like, in front of me?
If you are leaving Upper Spires to enter the middle cities, yes.
But we're supposed to be on the upper cities side.
Yes, but you are already in the Upper Spires.
Oh, okay. Well,
because you started up here, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm the secret. I'm gonna hold on. Actually, I'm gonna real quick so we don't get confused. This is now. Old. There.
Okay, so what do I need to roll?
Well, if you're just trying to get to the investigation site, you don't need to roll anything. If you want to aid in quelling the riot, then you need either an agility to get through the checkpoint without hitting anything, or toughness to essentially plow through the crowd.
Until has decided that she does not care about whatever is going on with the riot. She was given this task, and so she's going to do that first. And then if there's time afterwards and the riot's still going on, she'll help with the riot.
Fair enough. Okay. You make it to the investigation site. Before we end, one last thing happens. Yarick. You are in the Assassinorum Conclave. The doors to it have been sealed shut as this riot, kind of begins brewing and overflows into the streets. There's no one in your area, because again, this is an abandoned block, but the doors have been sealed shut just to be safe. And as you sit in the conclave, your cogitator beeps and prints a ticket.
Oh no.
It's okay, I didn't like you.
On the ticket is your name, your Assassinorum ID, Ecclesiarchy Maximum Authorization, Ishta Mock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That'll be fine.
Your voice did a beautiful little uptick. That's great.
And that is where we're gonna stop for the night.
Oh, goddamn, my place dead.
If only you didn't roll so well on that, to rile up an angry mob.
Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
One of us is not walking away, Yara.
Yeah, one of us is going to die. I'm excited to see which one.
I'm curious as to what everyone... no one say anything, but I am deadly curious as to what everyone else is going to do when that confrontation happens.
Dude.
She's a tough old bird. She ain't going down without a fight.
I mean, if your dice rolls are as bad as they are usually, I think we know who's walking away from it.
Oh yeah, it's Ishta. I need to hit her in order to win. But like, it'll be worth a try.
All right.
That's okay. Well,
okay. Everybody gets 250 XP. And technically speaking, 2 in-game weeks have passed, so you get paid. So add your income to your current total of money. Rennick.
Roll your bullshit.
Bullshit.
I not.
What?
Can I not do that at 21 in the morning?
Yeah.
We'll just do that later.
Yeah. We'll do it later. Thanks, Harley.
Thank you, Harley.
Have a good
Have a
night,
good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Glad
Glad everybody had fun. Bye
Bye, recording. Bye, everybody.
Bye.